let's go to our entrepreneur and now, Maurice, if you want to explain how you are making work your company.
Sure. Well, it's great to be here today with all of you. And I'd like to provide the perspective of both someone from across the river and also a social entrepreneur that lives in this environment. Our project is the Learning and Innovation Network, and it seeks to address two central challenges in Mexico: poor educational performance and the digital divide. The network essentially consists of 110 centers. We will have 5,000 computers in those centers, and we seek to reach families that have an average income of $250 a month. So as you can see, it's difficult for a family like this to have a computer. Also, if they wanted to connect that computer to the internet, it will take about 10% of their income. The first 10 centers will be inaugurated in April of 2009, and the motivation behind all of this is the enormous confidence that we have in the potential of the youth in these poor areas of Mexico, both to learn and to work in productive ways and the productive ways of the 21st century. It is a tri-sector collaboration, and it involves a local government, it involves a non-profit, and it also involves both regular private companies and social enterprises that help make all of this happen. When you talk about government support, a lot of people can see it as a grant, they can see it as a donation. We really see it as a bilateral relationship. What happens is that the government needs a job to get done. This group, this small cluster, can get it done in a very efficient way. Not only that, we're doing it very quickly. The support agreement with the government was signed in January, and we're opening 10 centers in April. Under conventional government structures, that will be absolutely impossible. So to talk a little bit about the companies, we have 3 companies in our group that are participating. One helped design the project. It was a collaboration of architects, engineers, educators, and it really developed a model that we think can really have advantages. Another one, called Desarrollo EOS, is building the IT platform. It's also very innovative. We are using open source, cloud computing, and we're also developing a lot of the courses that will be taught in these centers. Another company, Conocimiento Colectivo, is helping the non-profit operate the centers. And this implies anything between hiring the 70 people that will be needed in April to run the centers, to developing educational content, managing the real estate. It's quite a complex operation. And, well, why is the model relevant? First of all, scale. Scale has been mentioned as something that's really important. And we believe that we can reach 1.2 million people with only 5,000 computers. And that's really one of the core strengths of our model. Rather than giving a computer to each person, which would be prohibitively expensive, what we're doing is providing much more value-added IT equipment to a community. Secondly, as Professor Christensen has mentioned a lot, governments usually see this as a problem for infrastructure. So if you just send enough computers to schools, your problem will be solved. And that's really not the case. We've seen it in the US. They spend billions of dollars, and educational performance hasn't really been enhanced. So the focus of this project is how people learn and how they can use IT effectively. The courses were really designed with that in mind. They're short modules of 20 hours, and there's a very broad educational offering at the courses. Another aspect is that the community is really involved in the design of the courses, and also it's Web 2.0. People can generate content, they can rank content, and it's the exact opposite from how education is usually done, which is through central planning. So you have people, and they determine if a course is relevant and if it's helping them. At a technological level, we can also know if people are really advancing and what's working to constantly improve all of this. Fourth, the project reaches a very broad range of constituents. We have people from the age of 10 to people age 35. So we're not only investing in people who will be productive in 12 years, but people who are at the workforce or will be at the workforce very shortly. And the whole point is to give them abilities that they can use quickly. So in sum, this is a tri-sector effort. We can discuss income in a little bit, but we think it really has the potential of getting all of these people in municipalities with huge struggles to become part of the 21st century information society.
Thank you, Moel.
My name is Luis Duarte. I'm a Babson College student. And this question is to Mois. And my question is, what made you jump and decide into getting to this field? And how did you find a way to put all the parties, the trilateral parties together to create this project?
So essentially, I used to be a corporate lawyer. I did a lot of financial law, and I have excellent colleagues. We all share a mission. And the Mexican private sector, I believe, has a huge social debt to society. And you have companies that really contribute to social welfare, and you also have oligarchic structures that are really battering our economies. In the case of broadband, for example, we are facing real costs that are 64 times more expensive than in Korea and 9 times more expensive than in the United States. So I think, profits are definitely essential. They will give you scale. You'll get good people, which is something essential, and they need to be well compensated. However, when we've had to make the trade-off between the social mission and saving, it's always the mission. And I think that's what's really, this is what it's all about. You have these young people, and they can either jump into the 21st century or they can live in the same way that their parents did. And well, just the part of aligning the parties, we had a great response from the state government. They are really a central part of this. It's the local government of the state of Mexico, and in particular the Mexican Council of Science and Technology, and we had two visionaries that allowed this entrepreneurial structure, which is almost unheard of, to happen. So that was really key.